Kevin, there you are.
Tony, how you doing?
Pretty good, man. I'm sorry I couldn't figure something out here with this FaceTime. Then I said, oh, wait a minute. I'm just doing it totally wrong. I tried this Zoom thing. I can't figure this.
Oh, you're all right.
This Zoom mess, man. I can't figure it out either. But let me turn this mess off. Quit.
I couldn't get that Zoom hang on. That's a bit beyond me, Tony. Like, don't let you back if I'm on my bike.
No worries, my friend. Look at you. Hey, so how are things? How are things in Scotland?
There. You'll see them now. They're out there. It's if I get it to reverse. What?
Okay. Oh,
look,
okay.
There's the Eildon Hills up there, Tony.
Look at that. That's the Eildons.
There's the Eildons out the window.
Dude, it is so cool to get to talk to you again.
No, it's unreal, like.
You know, it's funny. I'm going to talk to you. I'm not going to talk much. I'm going to listen to you. But what happened about 5 or 6 or 7 years ago or something? I was just going through all that old video that I shot there in Scotland for that golf bunch, and I came across that video, me and you talking, and I said, man, that was cool standing there on that bank talking to Kevin about fishing and stuff. And I'll be honest, you know, I had been in Scotland at that point about 4 days, and I was getting the accent pretty good where I could understand it, but I still got only about maybe 80% of what you were saying that day. I don't even know if you knew it, but I was, and anyway, but I watched it and I said, yeah, this is kind of funny because here I am with my, you know, my Appalachian hillbilly accent, and I'm talking with this dude from Scotland, and it's pretty cool, and so I shared it. And it's like nobody watched it for a long time. Nobody, it was just get a few watches or whatever. And then all of a sudden I look one day, it's like 500,000 people had watched that video.
It's absolutely mad. Like, the thing is, it's like there's people kept sort of sending me clips from it, and I was like, bloody hell, what the hell is this? And then I've seen it, and it's way up about 2 million now.
I know.
You know?
Well, okay, so let me ask you. So do people talk to you about it a lot? Do you hear from stuff?
All the time.
Really?
Folk recognise me and everything for it, like.
Really?
Aye, they do, aye.
See, I don't know. The people don't know. People probably think I talk to you all the time, but I haven't really talked with Kevin since I'm going to share this on my YouTube channel if that's so. I'm going to turn this recorder on here. Hang on, I got a little recorder so I can record myself. People probably think I talk to you all the time, but I haven't really talked to you like this, like we're talking. I mean, I sent you an email one time, I think, but I haven't talked to you since 2007.
That's right, I know.
And
another one.
And so what Kevin's saying here is that people see him online and they talk. people see you and they say, "Hey, Kevin, I've seen that." So they know about the video. Then people around you.
Aye, loads of folk, loads. I've had people at the gate at the fishing hut speaking to me about it from Australia, and they knew exactly who it was.
but do you realize you've got a bunch of? Hopefully your wife don't mind, but you realize there's a lot of female fans that think you're a good-looking dude, right? I've seen all these comments.
Can't even blame them for that, Tony.
Oh man, yeah, you're crazy, brother. Well, this is so you're still doing the fishing guiding and everything, then, right?
I'm still at the same place at Tweedswood on the Tweed, Tony, and just doing the exact same job, aye.
Yeah.
All the exact same. Nothing's changed. I've just got a new owner, and that's it.
Yeah. So what's his name? Bill's not a part of it anymore.
Oh no, they're long gone down the road. Like they're away ages ago. Aye. Nah. It's I get people from all over the world coming fishing to Tweedswood, and it's very busy, very busy.
Really, man, that is awesome.
So it's taken off beyond belief especially people wanting out through the COVID. They're wanting out, and now people are taking to fish like never before. It's really busy.
Wow.
Aye.
Well, so I know you take them out. Just like we talked about in that in that video when I did the interview with you. But so is it still just mostly the Tweed that you're on, or you take them on some various other places too?
No, just the Tweed. I just operate on the same bit. Every day it's my stretch, like Tweedswood salmon fishing. I just operate on there, and people arrive and just take them out fishing. But fishing's going through a very, very, very big time at the moment. Like, it's so busy.
Yeah.
So busy.
Man, is there any better job in the world than going out and going fishing every day?
I don't think so.
I don't either, man. I think you live in the dream, ain't you?
I can't believe people pay me to go out fishing.
That's awesome.
You can't beat it. You can't beat it. What about yourself? What have you been up to?
Well, you know, man, I have worked at the same place ever since I've known you. I've worked for hospital systems. I do videos and websites for hospitals. But then the thing that's happened, of course, was the whole YouTube thing. I started doing videos about hiking. You know, we got some beautiful places to hike here in North Carolina. Big place called the Linville Gorge. If you ever come to North Carolina, man, you got a place to stay. You come here and hang with me and my wife. But there's good fishing around here too. I mean, I'm not much of a fisherman. I got friends that are, but so I started doing videos about hiking, and they started getting popular, and then people started asking me questions, what kind of cameras I'm using and stuff. And so I started putting those out there, and sort of like this YouTube thing started happening. And now I've got, like, I don't know, 36,000 people subscribing to me on YouTube. And it's like I'm sort of, yeah, I mean, nobody around here where I live knows anything about it. But the people in Europe and people in Australia and Canada and whatever, they watch me and watch my videos, and so you're the most popular video now on my channel, which I was a surprise. For the longest time it was other stuff, and then I went there and said, man, people watching Kevin, and I gotta get that dude and talk to him again and see how he's doing, you know, do a follow-up.
Aye.
How's your family and all doing, man?
They're all doing well. My son's in Canada.
Huh?
He's out in Vancouver, and my daughter's still at home. We're just back in the now. We've been away out doing some dressage with the horse. So it's my wife, she's just busy running the holiday cottage, Spaycaster Cottage. So it's all busy. It's like, but the COVID thing's been horrendous here lately. Like, just getting that organised is the biggest problem.
Yeah.
You've had it bad over your way as well, huh?
Yeah. And you know, my wife is a respiratory therapist, so she has to, like, help patients and all with it. She recently took another job where she teaches respiratory therapists, but she's still out in the hospitals, you know. So she's exposed to it and everything. What have you been into besides fishing? I mean, what? Tell me.
I've not done a lot. I do a bit of mountain biking, and that's it. Like, I hurt my back, and I can't play golf as much now, but I've been doing a lot of mountain biking over the last years. Like, I've been hitting the trail hard and just going for it. It's been great fun. Yeah. Kevin, I'm 56 years old. Are you younger than me? How old are you? Do you mind me asking? You're 57? Aye, 57. So we're about the same age and everything, man. 57. Yeah. Aye, just a year in it, like. But I've got another few years till I retire, like. Oh, yeah. I'll keep going for a while, you know? Yeah, I'll have to, man. I owe so much money, I'll have to work till I'm 90. Nah, I don't know that much, but I owe probably 87 3/4. So it's funny. Like I say, I just never would have thought I'd... like I say, I just wonder all the time. I look at it, I say, man, that video's getting a lot of views. I wonder if Kevin ever hears it. So it's very cool to hear that people come. What do they say to you? Oh, they usually just, are you that guy through YouTube? The Scottish accent? I'm like, aye. Then they're like chatting away to you, and they just want to hear you speaking. That's all it is. They just want to hear you talk. Let me ask you something, because so what happens, people from Scotland come on and they make comments, and they say, you know what, I'll bet he's really toning his accent down for that American guy. I'll bet if he was talking with his buddies, he wouldn't sound like that at all. Is that true? Are you? Exact same. There's nothing strong or anything about my accent. It's just the exact same. I didn't change anything with it. It's just how I am. Yeah. There's no changing. It's what it is. It's what it is. You know. Yeah. you were up in Glasgow or somewhere like that, you wouldn't understand what some of the guys. I struggle to understand what some of the guys say. And if you've got, like, say, Aberdeen's on a different planet. You've no chance of getting what they're saying. And Aberdeen, it's like double Dutch.
Wow. Oh, so one of these days, man, I'm going to get back to Scotland because I absolutely loved going there. And I know there's all these things that the tourists do, but I thought I'd ask you if I were you, in other words, you as a man who's lived there his whole life, what are the top 5 or 10 things that you would go see and go do in Scotland if you were to do a trip? I mean, like there's all these things that the tourists do, but what would you do to, like, really get to know Scotland?
It's hard to say, but if it was me, I'd be hiring a camper van. And I'd be going to the exact places that the tourists aren't going. I'd be like taking my camper van. I'd get a map made out and where I was wanting to go, and I'd go to some of the weird, and the places that aren't sort of mentioned as often. Like there's a wee town up in Fife. It's right on the seafront called Pittenweem, and places like that have still got the charm and the history of Scotland. Whereas a lot of the other places, like going and seeing Edinburgh Castle or things like that, it's like if you go up to Peebles, to Neathpeth Castle, places, things like that, nobody ever goes and sees like Neathpeth Castle. There's loads of people go and see, but it's get off the main drag. Then you go to the places that everybody goes to, Traquair House is beautiful on the borders, that's worth seeing. They're really nice to see, but there's so many different places you can see. Some of the castles up the north of Scotland and the big houses that aren't mentioned, they've got beautiful gardens.
Yeah.
But if you just follow the tribe, go to the usual places, and half the time you just get ripped off. You're paying huge fees to go and see the places that everybody's seeing. It's totally different. Well,
like when I was over there, those guys, I was just following these guys around to get video and footage and pictures and stuff for publications for advertisements. And so we were just going around to golf resorts, and it was so cool to go that one day and go into Melrose and see a beautiful town and see what the people lived like and get to talk a little bit and like walking around with you, and you show me the castle. We'll just walking the streets a little bit and seeing it. Was it and I went to North Berwick there. They had a golf place there, but I tried to get away from the golfers every now and then whenever I had a chance and just go walk around the town and talk to people. Go into the stores and get to know folks. Or I hope I wasn't aggravating them. I was trying not to be a pain or anything, but I had the best time when I wasn't doing anything that was touristy, just kind of hanging out and talking with folks, And I thought North Berwick was a beautiful town. I enjoyed that. And I hope in the future I can come and just, like I say, just get out and see a bit of the country. And
like North Berwick's awesome. That's one of our favourite places to go. If we ever run out, we'll go to North Berwick. And the only problem with North Berwick's getting parked.
Yeah, I imagine so.
You park a wee back in the town. But it's the best fish and chips down in the harbour you'll ever get at the Lobster Shack. It's awesome. You should look up Scotland by the roadside.
Scotland by the roadside. All right.
Look at that, and that's folk that are just driving around Scotland, and they're looking at stuff. They've got a Facebook, so Scotland from the roadside. That's the place. And you'll get loads of things. It's on Facebook. Scotland from the roadside. Sheena's just and then you'll see loads of places where people are going to look.
Awesome, brother. I will take that advice. Yeah, my wife wants to come sometime in the future. So we're thinking, I don't know, maybe sometime in the next 2 or 3 years we'll just head over there. And I told her, I said, and I've never been to England. I've only been to Ireland and Scotland on that one trip. But I told her, I said, the thing that was interesting to me about Scotland is, and I've got a friend named Jamie Griffin, he's a good buddy of mine. He spent a little bit of time in Scotland too, doing work. And, both of us, we do the ancestry thing, and we know, of course, that our ancestors come from Scotland. And I told him, I said, just everything feels strangely like home when you're there. I mean, I mean, I've been a lot of places, but even in America, you go across America and everything seems odd and strange, and you don't feel at home. But I told Jamie, and he said the same thing, that when we were in Scotland, we felt like it's something weird, like we've been there before or something. So I don't know, maybe there's something to that. I don't know.
You never know. But there's everybody you meet in Canada always says, "Oh, we've got Scottish ancestors." Yeah. They're always half Scottish or 3/4 Scottish or something Scottish. Yeah, but for me, I've got Irish history. That's my side, like.
Yeah.
But no, it's a great thing when you can look back in your life and see what's been going on a way back. It's quite interesting, really.
Well, it's a cool country. Like I say, everybody I met there, for the most part, were very friendly people. I mean, they get a laugh out of you or something. I'm sure but that's all right. That's cool.
You need to go up to Glasgow and have a walk around Glasgow. That would be the ultimate for you, I think, if you went up there to Glasgow and had a walk around there and met some of the folk up there.
Yeah,
that's the true Scottish accent. I say, like, people from Glasgow. It's amazing. You don't even know what they're saying.
Well, hey, so I got to ask you: when you met me? I mean, I don't have a standard. I don't have a standard American accent. Was I hard to understand when you talked to me?
I can make you out, all right. Aye. I can make you out. Aye. Definitely. I tell you, if you're ever crossing the borders again, what you need to do is take your microphone and run down to Hoyk.
Now, say that again. So I do what?
Go to Hoyk.
Oh, on Hoyk. Okay.
Hoyk, and have a run down there and listen to their accent. You want a true borders accent, it's hard to understand. That's a great experience. If you go down there, there's every town on the Scottish borders has got its own wee dialect.
Yeah.
They've all got their own wee bits that they add on. But we're soft here in where I am. It's just a soft accent.
Yeah.
I was surprised on that video that people can't understand me. I don't know what they must hear, but compared to some.
Like I say, I didn't have a hard time understanding you. Just now and again, there'd be little bits or something that I didn't catch, But hey, that's anybody. You talk to your next door neighbor, you might not catch that. But yeah, I'm just glad to see that you're doing well, and I'm glad to know that
it's nice to hear from you. And it's just I'll be back at the fishing again in the morning.
Yeah.
I'll be back. It's absolutely chucking it down with rain here now. Like, absolutely. The river will be in flood tomorrow. It'll be a big river tomorrow. I'm just going to way down to Fjords. And that's me. But it's good to see you again.
Good to see you too, my friend. I won't take up more of your time. You don't mind me sharing this on YouTube with the people?
I'm no bothered.
All right, brother. Hey, I might from time to time, I won't bug the crap out of you or nothing, but I might from time to time check in with you because, like I say, you're just one of those cool dudes I met. I'm glad the Lord put us together where I could talk to you for a few minutes.
We did a lot together.
Yeah. All right, man. Thank you so much. Hey, so your wife's name's Sheena?
Aye, Sheena, my wife. Aye, she's in charge. She's the boss.
Tell Sheena I appreciate her letting me borrow you for a few minutes.
All right, it's a pleasure. Good to see you.
All right, brother. Be cool. All right, bye-bye.
What's your name?